Hey Neeps, it's your girl here with my full review of the woman's BFF hair, and this is the Brazilian Wavy. I have 14 and 16, and it's been a little bit over 4 weeks, so I'm going to come to you right now with my full review. I know some people leave their hair in for 6 or 8 weeks, and to be honest, I never ever leave my hair in for 6 or 8 weeks, maybe 5.5, and that's pushing it. And the reason is because my natural hair grows so quickly that those braids will be so loose by the time 6 or 7 weeks hit that it would just be, impossible for me to keep it. And it's like a really weird feeling to me. Like, I like everything to be really tight, so once it starts getting loose, like, I'm ready to take it out and do it again. But anyway, I don't want to digress. It's been a little bit over 4 weeks, and this is the U part, so it's sewed all around the perimeter, so I can't really take it off that easily. I have to cut the thread. And what I will say, another tip about the U part, is I left a little spot here. No, I think it's over here, and in the back that's open, so that way when I washed it I would be able to get underneath and put some oil or grease in my natural hair so it wasn't so dry. And I think the hair has been holding up pretty well. This is it. It's really in its like really natural state right now. I washed it last week, and what I will say about tangling and shedding, which is obviously what everyone wants to know. Before the first wash, I got more tangling more shedding while I was washing it and less shedding while I was styling it. This time it seemed a little bit reversed. I was getting more shedding while I was actually styling, but then when I washed it there was like barely no shedding, so I guess you can say it evens it out. Again, this is like the natural state of the hair. What I did do is put some of the Garnier serum with the argan oil in it every day, just so it wouldn't get so big. I am experiencing dryness, which just from watching other people's videos, I found that people do say Brazilian hair is drier, and I am experiencing that. I did not deep condition it, however, I just didn't get around to it. But I will be reusing this hair, and for me, that's the test with virgin hair. If you're going to spend 2, 3, 4, how many ever times the price of beauty supply store hair, you need to be able to use it for more than one install, and I definitely will use this hair for another install. One recommendation that I would say is to definitely seal your wefts, because as time went on, I started to get a little bit more shedding, more than I would like with this, and I actually tried to go find something to seal the wefts with, but my search was unsuccessful, so I don't know, I might have to order it or something. So I did everything to the hair. I washed it twice. I left it in its natural state. Again, here it is in its natural state. And when it's in its natural state, what I'll do at night is I'll just put it into braids and then a scarf on top of my leave out, and I find that gives the most uniform waves. Actually, last night I didn't sleep with it braided, and this is kind of what I got. Again, the waves aren't really uniform because I didn't sleep with it braided. So I loved it in its natural state. I got a ton of compliments. I did do the flexi rods, and it held the curl pretty well. I tend to have very, long days. So sometimes, like, I'll leave my house at, 10, and I won't get back till 8 or 9 or sometimes 10 o'clock. So it definitely held the curl. What I will say is if you do have really long days when, you know that you're going to, be out for 10-12 hours, I would say use the flexi rods that are one size smaller than the size curl or wave that you actually want, because with this hair, when you take it down, the curls will be really tight, but they do fall throughout the day, So if you want to still have like a wave kind of look by the end of the day, I would say go one size smaller. So if you normally use like the purple, I would say if you're going to have like a really long day, use the gray, and then that way it'll be a little bit tighter. I did straighten it, and it does straighten very well, and there is a video, and I will link it, or you can just click up there and to see it yourself. It does straighten very well. The straightening lasts. The ends of the hair, I watched, I can't remember her name, but her video on straightening, and she said that the ends got dry, and she's actually right, because my ends are super dry. And I have been neglectful of this hair just because of my lifestyle. Like, I just didn't have time to like sit and take it off and put it in the microwave and do that whole thing, even though I really wanted to. I just didn't have the time. So I would say make sure you deep condition the ends really well. I put the argan oil on it, and that kind of helps it, but I kind of wanted something that would allow me to have to use less of the argan oil on the daily basis, and maybe deep conditioning would do that. However, I did not deep condition it. So for me, my test is always, like I said, would I use this hair again? Definitely. Would I purchase this hair again? I think I would, because for the price, it's like under $200. For this hair, I'm trying to think, it was about 170 something, I want to say, like after shipping and all that. And they also give you a partial refund through PayPal if you like send them a picture and just like a line about what you think of the hair. So $10 back, I say do it. The hair does blend really well. Again, you can see, as you see, it's like getting time for me to touch up my leave out. So that's another reason why I'm taking it out. I'm not just one of those people who's just going to touch up the outside, because like I want everything to be equal freshness, I guess, or equally straight. And I'm also going to see Jay-Z and Kanye West tomorrow, so I definitely want everything to be looking perfect tomorrow. And I'm trying to think, am I forgetting anything? We talked about tangling, we talked about shedding. Well, more about tangling. What I found was that I don't brush my hair a lot throughout the day. And what I found is that I get tangles like in the mid section, but again, I don't brush it a lot during the day. So I think if you're someone who tends to brush your hair throughout the day, it won't be a problem. But I'm in class and I've started working, so I don't really, have time to like run to the bathroom and, brush my hair multiple times a day. After I take down my hair in the morning, maybe I might brush it once throughout the day, and then that's it. So if you're someone, who has the ability to do that, it might not be a problem with you. However, for someone like me, where I'm going like all day without brushing it, it gets a little bit tangled, and they're not big. It's if you use one of those wide tooth detangling combs, I found that gets through it really well. And most of the time, it's not even really like a serious tangle. Like, it's not anything knotted or matted, anything like that. And as you know, matting hair is like the worst thing in the world to deal with. It's just, I've been moving around all day, and coats and scarves. Now that it's getting chilly, like my hair is getting caught in it, and that's what it keeps happening. So again, this is my first time using Brazilian hair, and I do think I would use it again, because I find that the texture works really well with my hair. And for right now, women's BFF, it's alright with me. However, I will say definitely seal your wefts. These wefts on here are not cut, except for the last one at the very top. But I think maybe if you seal it, it would get better results. And I did also sew through the weft, and that might be a cause of shedding as well. So I would say if you are really, really concerned about it, don't sew through the wefts and seal the wefts. So those are two ways to minimize the shedding. And I'm definitely going to be using this hair again. I actually just want to take this hair off this cap and put it onto another one, so that way I can use it again. And I figure while we're here, I'll just show you some of my products that I got at the beauty supply store yesterday. So here we have Motions Relaxer, and this is what I use. This is the regular. I've been using the mild for a while just because my skin is really sensitive, and I like to leave the and this is the Cantu Shea Butter Moisturizing Cream Shampoo. I've actually never used this, but I saw someone here on YouTube talking about it, and it actually does smell really good, so I'm gonna try it. I was actually looking for the Motions shampoo, but they didn't have the one I wanted, so I figured it would be a great time to try something new. And it wasn't very expensive, as you can see. It was $4.99. Then I got the Organic Root Stimulator Replenishing Conditioner, and I love this conditioner. If you're someone who wants to deep condition your hair but you don't want to sit underneath the dryer, I would say get this, because with this you can put it on your hair and then sit underneath the dryer for I think 10 minutes. But if you don't want to use heat, you can just put a plastic cap on your head and leave it for I think 45 minutes without heat. So there's just been time that I didn't feel like pulling out a dryer and sitting underneath it, and you literally just put the cap on your head, go about your business, do whatever else you need to do for an hour, and then you rinse it out and your hair feels amazing. And this time it actually came with the aloe shampoo sample, and I've actually used the aloe shampoo, olive oil aloe shampoo. That's like a little bit of a tongue twister. And I actually really like the shampoo too. I would have gotten it, but they just didn't have it in the store. I think it was sold out. Here I actually bought this jojoba hot oil treatment, and this is from Queen Helene, and I actually hadn't seen this for like probably 10 years or something. I want to say, I used to use it when I was in high school, and then I couldn't find it for a while, so yesterday when I saw it, I just had to get it. And this, basically what you do is you just sit the entire bottle into a container of hot water, let it warm up, you put it in your hair, and you just sit for 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes, and you don't need heat. If you warm up the oil in a container, you don't need heat, so you'll just put it in your hair, sit for 3 minutes. And what I've been finding, I don't know if it's because it's we're changing seasons and it's getting colder and less humidity, or if it's just me neglecting my hair, but I found that my hair has been getting a little bit drier, so I definitely needed something. And the last thing that I got was this, the Organics Olive Oil Deep Conditioner. I've actually never used this particular one. I have used hair mayonnaise from the olive oil line that makes this, the Organic Root Stimulator. I used the hair mayonnaise and I actually really liked it. But I wanted again to try something new. I have used the olive oil relaxer. I use the scalp moisturizer, and I do use the oil sheen, so I really do enjoy olive oil products. So I wanted to try this deep conditioner, and it says treatment for weak or damaged hair, and I don't know if my hair is weak, but I don't take care of it, so it definitely might be damaged. So I'll be letting you guys know how that goes. Oh, I also wanted to introduce you guys to Malaysia, not the basketball wife, my NR hair group hair. See that? So I made another U-part out of Malaysia, who is from NR Hair Group. She's a 14 and a 16, Malaysian Wavy. And I think I might do a couple videos on a second install. Again, as I said, to me, the test with these virgin hair companies is, can you use it again? Because if you can't, you might as well just go and get Dreamweaver or Janet or whatever you prefer from the beauty supply store. And that's personally why I buy the virgin hairs because I want something that I can use. I don't want to have to go and buy new hair every single time I want to sew in, because that's what just increases the cost, and it doesn't make sense to spend, you know, $200-$300 if you can't use the hair, you know, after one install. So I will be installing her today, well, tonight. So I might come to you guys with like just an update or two to let you know how she's doing. And her wefts are cut and they are not sealed, so we're really about to learn something. And I hope I discussed everything. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to know, just leave a comment and I will get back to you. Again, I hope this has been informative for you. I'm just a regular person coming to you. I pay for everything. You saw the price tags. I paid for Malaysia. I paid for Giselle. I paid for Tina. So, you know, I'm not one of these, you know, people who might have a slanted view because they're getting something for free. That's not me. So, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.